What's up, guys? Charles from Team COG here, coming at you guys with first place deck profile from my man Paul. Paul, what did you play?
Boys, we are playing Cen-pai. So, what that is, boys, we're about to find out. So, first thing.
So, you got to explain, why is it called...
Oh, we're going to get there, boys.
Okay.
Cen-pai is going to explain to you
Okay, Cen-pai.
how this works. So, obviously, playing the Cen-pai engine here. So, you got the 3 Pydras. This is the starter. Searches you out the spells. You got the 3 Chandra. I absolutely hate that they changed this guy's name. Chandra just sounds
like
terrible.
Chungus, like that.
Yeah, it sounds,
Bugs Bunny, Chungus.
It sounds absolutely horrible. It should have stayed Zongdora. Obviously, nice extender comes from the hand, gets the summon from the deck. And then we play the 2 Fadra. Again, should have stayed Fedora. It's Fadra. So pretty standard. I know some people want to play 1, but I think you need it to play 2, especially if it lasts more than 1 turn. You just get into some bad situations. The spells, 3 Kaiman. Obviously, way better in the battle phase, but add to hand, and then if you're in the battle phase, summon. The best card in the deck. The most broken common I've ever seen. Saying and Summoning just says basically I can do whatever I want in the main phase. It's a miscellaneous Saurus for all Fire Dragon monsters in the main phase 1. They just can't interact with you. 1 Bestial Magma just helps you search out a dragon monster. I did want to run Blaster, but I forgot to pick him up before I came. The first board breaker we have just the most
3 different rarities.
Yeah.
Oh my OCD.
You're gonna see this a couple times in this deck profile. We got the ulti, and the secret. It's
but
just
this one can add 2
exactly.
cards, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's double the price, double the pleasure. You get to add 2. I do this just to make our boy Charles mad. Common Ash, ulti Ash, secret Ash, ultra Nibs.
At least they're all 3 the same rarity.
Yeah, those are all super, ultra, secret Baylors. These are all the same. 3 Imperms, so we got 12 hand traps, and then the 3 Fenrirs. Got the 3 Prosperities. Obviously, I run, you'll see in the side deck, or extra deck, run the Trident Dragon, because I have a friend. So we can run Prosperity. The next board breaker, 3 Forbidden Droplets. Probably the best breaker in the board, or in the deck. It's so nice. It's good going first. If they make you go first, it's good going second. Dark Hole, Triple Tactics, Feather Duster, Lightning Storm, and Change of Heart for the rest of the board breaker. So I run 12 hand traps, and then I think my math was.
So yeah, you have like a mix between board breakers and hand
so
traps.
it's a hand breaker. But you know, I haven't had any issues with that. I like the mix, and then obviously the terraforming to search. So it's a 41 card, no 42 as it is. I wanted it to be 41. I couldn't figure out what to cut. Honestly, if I had to cut something, I'd probably cut the Harpies and just side it out. But the reason, and then for the extra deck, I'll just go to the extra deck for this portion. As I said, I didn't have any in the bulk, so I had to ask a friend. Trident Dragon, just nuts. He gets to 6,000 attack and attack 3 times. I'll tell you, you never get to him. People scoop. As soon as you summon in the battle phase and they know they have an interaction, you barely get past the first couple attacks before people scoop. Just 1 of him. He's good, but if you're going into him, if you've made it that far, you've won the game. You're not going to need 2. 2 of him. He's nice on summon. Summons from graveyard. He can summon himself from the graveyard if you attack 3 times with pop. So he's a nice, just extra attacker. If you think they're going to try and mess with you before you get to the battle phase, like in the battle phase, you can make him your first 7 synchro, and he makes it so they can't activate effects. You're actually unaffected in the battle phase by card effects. So that's nice. The other thing you can do if you have enough extension in your hand is you can just go right into Black Rose Dragon, destroy the field, and then keep going. So that is and then if they make you go first and you're on this engine, obviously Heretic Seals and SP. Those are about your only options. Heretic's Pass with a bunch of hand traps. And then we do run the 1 Typhon, just an emergency button if things go bad. So that is basically the entire Cen-pai deck. So the Cen-pai portion of this comes in. So you go game first, you absolutely clap them up with 34,000 damage. They're heartbroken, but they think you got you. Like, no problem. Heretic Seals pass. I'm going to be fine. So you go on your sideboard and you're like, well, boys,
we're just going to switch.
We're just going to switch into Centurion. So we got the Centurion Sen, and we got the pies, the 10 pies. We got the Cen-pai.
So Cen-pai. Oh.
Yep, so Cen-pai. We switch them out just like that. So obviously you run the 3 of, and it's nice because the Centurion engine, the main cards are exactly 15. And the main cards in the Cen-pai Dragon are actually 14, and you just side out an extra breaker that you don't need. So you run 3 of her. She's the best starter in the deck. Just adds you any of the spells or traps, the field spell being the most important one. Then you run 3 Trudea. Primera is also the tuner, which is very important. Charles caught me on a play where I forgot that she was the tuner for a second. Trudea, another just great starter for the deck. She can summon her, set herself and set another card that you can summon like Primera, and then summon her up and keep playing. Then you just run the 2 8s. When I play the Centurion deck at full, I actually run 3 8s, but it's, you know, you still have enough room in your side deck to play 3, but you don't need any more than 2. You just need an 8 to go into a 12. They both summon themselves from the trap. He adds himself back to the hand. The best spell in the Centurion deck is your field spell. Just place into the back row as a continuous trap and then discard a card, but most importantly, this is how you synchro on your opponent's turn into obviously really toxic things like Calamity. And then you play Emblem of Oath, just a nice extender or starter. Get the place into the spell or trap zone. Any of these, place one of these and you just full combo. And then if they interact with you and send one to the graveyard, you play the 1 of Bond, so you can just summon back from the graveyard and keep comboing. It's also got a decent graveyard effect to banish and bring out a... sorry, I want to double check that. Yeah, you can... Sorry, place one of the Centurions in the spell or trap zone. I don't play the new card, the Centurion... Oh, I can't remember what the name of it was from the set. It's not mandatory. It's a nice extender. It gets you a level 8 token, but it's not necessary when you're just smoke screening out for a new deck. And then you play it in the extra deck 2 of. You make him go on first so you can get the search of the spell that you need and then set into the back row in the end phase. Go in second, the 1 of Legacia, however you want to say it. Second, because he gets you a draw on a pop, so you could draw into, you know, a board breaker or a hand trap, and you get the pop. Also lets you set, and then just the standard package of Crimson Dragon, and then you can target one of your 12s on your opponent's turn with the fields, you know, synchro into him with the field spell target, and then the 2 targets for him are, of course, the most toxic card in the game, Calamity, and then your Omni Negate Cosmic Blazar Dragon. So that's basically the deck, and it basically functions as you go second, you OTK them, pretty toxic, and then you go first, and they think they got you, and then you're even more toxic when you Calamity lock them. So it worked out really well today. I was pleased with it. So yeah, ooh boys, Cen-pai's out.